Okay, welcome back. Here we go. We've got the end of chapter 9 coming up. It's just a few pages, but I'm sorry, we're doing it just like we did in the old days with chapters 1 and 2 recently. But that's okay. It's all in a playlist, and it's pretty easy for you to get from one to the next. So, let's start a little bit further back from where we ended in part 1 of this chapter. When Balakrama is just speaking with Deliramma about who she is. Whoops, I guess I kind of gave that away. But here we go. When the princes heard her tale, they were full of astonishment. But a moment later, each made the same guess as to why she wandered alone. Balakrama spoke first. "Alas," he said, "I see that one in a wilderness may walk alone, while another sighs in a palace surrounded by people." "What do you mean?" the young woman asked, rising to her feet. "Only that I know an exalted person who lives in a palace," said Balakrama. "Yet every day he sighs with regret and grief. This is because in a moment of anger he had a fair young lady whom he loved driven alone and forlorn into a dark forest. Now he wishes nothing more than to ask her forgiveness and restore her to his full protection." With a look of great surprise, the young woman said, "These words almost stir my heart to hope. Pray tell me who this personage may be." "I speak of the Emperor Valram," Balakrama said. "For many months he's been ill over the loss of one we have never seen, called Deliramma." The young woman sat down on the trunk of an overturned tree near the place where she had been standing. "So am I called," she said, "but in truth I do not know my real name. I was discovered when an infant in the land of India by a leader of a caravan." The three princes bowed very low. "If you are willing, it will be our great joy," they said, "to bring you back to His Imperial Majesty, who has longed so much to see you." "Then I shall go with you gladly," Deliramma said. "But before I do," she added, looking at Rajasingha, "allow me to give you this, for it was your daring and your kindness that saved my life today." At these words she took from her arm something that gleamed in the afternoon sunlight. "Take this infant necklace which I have worn as a bracelet," she said. "It is all that I have from my former estate, but I wish it to be yours." When Rajasingha saw what she had placed in his hands, he was nearly overwhelmed. The necklace was made with tiny links in the shape of crowns. Bowing low, he said, "My gratitude towards you is boundless as the wind, but I cannot accept a treasure so important. Besides, I am more than blessed by the message that it brings." He turned to his brothers and said, "Twice fortunate are we today, for we have found not only the beauteous Deliramma, but also the lost sister of my beloved Queen Parvati." Then, looking at the young woman, he said, "Surely you are none other than the Princess Padmini." At first the young woman could not believe the news her ears received, and she asked the princes many questions. They told her what they had learned in India about her history, the abduction, the necklace with links in the shape of crowns, and the garment of pale blue silk which she had been wearing when lost so long ago. The caravan leader, my foster father, has told me of this garment," she said. "So now I do believe you, but how can I express the joy I feel?" "After the emperor hears our news," said Balakrama, "he will have all the trumpets of his empire blown to show his joy." So highly elated by thoughts of the gladness they were bringing to their friend, the three princes of Serendip, with the princess, continued on their way to the 7th palace. As they did so, they made this song. And let's go ahead and sing the pantoum for the Princess Padmini. So now we know that Deliramma is the Princess Padmini. They're one and the same woman. How wonderful. How treasured is she by so many different people, and not even knowing who she was for much of her entire life. Oh, so amazing. Let's sing. I'm not even going to play the guitar. I don't think I can right now. Maybe for the last chapter. Let trumpets in delirium sound, where boars are wilder than the gales. Our precious Padmini has been found more beautiful than fairy tales, where boars are wilder than the gales, upon a Persian mountainside, more beautiful than fairy tales, 3 princes to her rescue ride. Upon a Persian mountainside, our precious Padmini is found. 3 princes to her rescue ride. Let trumpets in delirium sound. I think I did better than when I tried to improvise both the guitar and the voice together. But anyway, gosh, what a great end of the 9th chapter. What will happen to conclude this story in the final chapter 10? I'll tell you this much. It's called The Golden Bird. All right. Well, have a wonderful night and an incredible tomorrow. It'll all go better if you bring your kindness, your courage, and your wisdom along. Boy, if we learn one thing, it's that, right? If I repeated that too much, I'll try not to say it next time, but I bet I will. I'm going to give you a close-up of something that we learned about, how important it is from time to time to weep tears of compassion for those that are suffering. That indeed looks to be the formula for death to dragons. All right, have a wonderful night. Goodbye.